you're preparing for the MRCP exam. You've already got a mountain to climb. But what if I told you that most candidates who fail don't trip up on the complex cardiology or the obscure syndromes? They fail because they make one of 5 big but very common mistakes in how they prepare. Now, you already know what to study, so let's talk about what not to do while preparing for this exam. We're going to cover the 5 biggest errors that lead to burnout and subsequently to a failed exam, so you can study smarter, not just harder. So let's get into it. Number 1 is not starting early enough. A lot of you have a full-time job while preparing for the MRCP exams, with on-calls and long hours, so you won't have many hours in the day to prepare. So give yourself a good 3 to 4 months to prepare, with 2 to 3 hours a day. When going through question banks, aim to finish 100 questions a day. Now, don't say this is too much. Once you get into the habit of answering questions, it becomes second nature to you. Now, question banks. This brings me to my second point. Don't combine them. Don't combine question banks. Stick to one question bank and go through it twice. Round 1, go through 100 questions a day. Round 2, go through 200 questions a day. Personally, for MRCP Part 1, I'd recommend Past Medicine's question bank. And for Part 2, I'd recommend Pastest. Now, point number 3, avoid books as your main reading material. Now, there's nothing wrong with using medical textbooks, especially as references if you needed to read up further on a topic. However, to prepare for this exam in a few months, you need to study high-yield topics which are likely to come up in the question stems and not go through long pages on textbooks. I personally recommend MRCP Updates. They have an online high-yield textbook in which they brilliantly summarize high-yield, up-to-date MRCP topics. Number 4, don't go through too many past papers too early. Now, you need to have a general structure when preparing for these exams. So, go through the question bank once, read the online textbook alongside it for topics you feel you need brushing up on, go through the question bank again, and only closer to exam. Personally, I started 2 weeks before the exam. So the 4th thing you do is go through maybe 10 or 15 past papers from previous diets. And don't forget to go through the Royal College's own sample questions as one of your past papers. I will link it in the description below. Now, finally, this is very important, don't burn out. There's so many hours in a day and so many things to do. Your job, your on-calls, your night shifts, your portfolio, your training, your exams, but there's only one of you. So while it's great to be driven and ambitious and try to get your exams out of the way as soon as possible, if you have other commitments or if it's getting a bit too much, you can always take a break a few months and book the next diet. Remember, these exams run 4 times in a year. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more content like this on how to navigate postgraduate medical exams, especially the MRCP. On the screen, you'll see a few videos, including my step-by-step preparation guides for Part 1, Part 2, and a playlist of my past paper walkthroughs where we solve questions together and prepare and practice the right approach. If you had any questions whatsoever, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.